In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to build your background layout for Power BI dashboard. So before you start creating the dashboard, how can you design the best possible experience for your user? Let's start with the end goal in mind. Our dashboard needs to be integrated back to this application. So we're going to be creating additional screen on this Power Apps where we will be embedding the dashboard. It is also important that you pay attention to the layout of this dashboard because this is mobile view and that is about 1080 pixel by 1920, in terms of resolution and view. If you design something that is landscape and too big, you're definitely not going to enjoy the best of the experience on the Power Apps. So this is why we need to create a layout that looks like this screen in this kind of rectangle that we can see right here. And to do that, I'm going to go to PowerPoint to create the background to my application. So this might take a little of time, but these are the kind of thinking and design that goes into a very exciting or really good looking dashboard and report. Another advantage of following this approach is the moment you have the image design and everything figured out and you start building your reports, all you only have to do in Power BI Desktop is to add the value where they should be. Okay, so I'm going to go to design on my slide on PowerPoint, then go to slide size. I need to go to custom slide size. This is where I'm going to set the size of my screen. And what I have here is in inches. That's why you see IN, meaning it's measured in inches. And I'm going to need my calculator because the screen is actually 1080 by 1920. So I need to multiply mine by 2 so that I can get at least a higher resolution picture or image. So the first is 1080. We say 1080 times, let's just say times 2. That is 2160. So I need to put here 2160. 2160, leave a space, then put px to tell you that I'm putting this in pixel and it's going to convert it to inches. If I move from there, it has converted to inches. The second resolution of the screen is 1920, by the way, 1920 times 2 as well. I'm multiplying by 2 so that I can just have a high quality image exported. That's 3840. So I'm going to write here 3840, again px. All right, if I click outside, it's going to convert it. Okay. And I can click OK and click maximize. So do you see we have a screen very similar to what we have right here, and my app will take that shape as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start designing this. I also have some colors that I like, and I've looked at them. Okay, whatever I'm designing, I should use this color. So you also have access to these color codes in the blog post, and you can directly copy and use them. Okay, so how do we where do we start from? First, I'm going to start designing. I want to give a background color, still right here, format background. What kind of color do I want to apply? What do I have here? I have a background color 217. I can come here and select more color and select custom. Because it's RGB, all I just have to put there is 217. I can click OK. That automatically turns the background to this color. Okay, I need to insert right here. I need to insert shape and put a rectangle here. That will be the header. Yep, something like this. And then I think I also have color code for this, which are called header color 126141. This is it. I can copy this. So to fill this with the color, I can come here and say more colors. Okay, this time around I need to put it there. 126.141.134. 126.141.134. That is it. I'm gonna click on OK. Wow. This color looks somehow, but I guess it's gonna be great. So shape, I can select the color again, so that's shape, and then here I can put a text and call it facility. This is too small. Let me increase the font size. Yeah, maintenance report. So this is the report screen for the facility maintenance dashboard. All right, I can place this here and give it a white color. Okay, we're coming up gradually. And what else do I want now? Because I have this header, I want to segment my report into the value that are coming from this app. First, I'm going to have cases reported, number one. Number two, I'm going to have inspection details. Number three, I'm going to have fixed records. How many have been fixed, how many have been inspected, and those things. So let me, and here might be the total case reported. So I might want to put a card so you visualize. To be honest, this has to be an art. It is more art than science. You can see I'm designing what I want to see right now. So when I get to the Power BI side, I can start fixing the value where they should be. And here I might just want to report two things here, maybe values, and that's what I'm doing here. This color, I have a color code that I think is background color, no maintenance card. Okay, report damage card 217 217 217. That's okay, 217, not 127. Okay, let's go for 217. Let's see. I'm going to try more colors. 217 217 217. Isn't this the same what I have? It is. This guy is actually, background should actually be 127 127 127. So let's check. 127 127 127. Amazing. Okay. So I have this here, and I'm going to have another card like this duplicated. I press Ctrl D to duplicate. You soon understand why I'm designing this. I'm also going to have the shape and use the same color here. Right. And for this, all I'm interested in here is damage reported. So I'm going to have this white as well. This text, I'm copying it so that I can just put this as damage reported. Or damages. Yeah, damage reported is fine. So damage reported, and I'm going to have it this way. The background, I'm going to move it a bit. Okay. You can zoom this to see what I'm working on. And if this text is 280, it is too big. I can bring it a little bit down. Yeah. Turn it to this, and that can impact the size of this as well. And this. All right. Damages reported. So all reported damages. Call it reported damages. All right. And I also need to add some cards, but first I can select both of them and group so that I can reuse this. I can change the background color later. I can reuse it. If I zoom down a bit, see what I have there, I can reuse it as well. So depending on what I have or what I want to do. All right, so this is what I have here. Okay, bring it back up. And for here, I need to duplicate this. The color here might change, but this is what I have for now. Duplicate this. Yes, and duplicate this. And then I'm gonna just copy this. Yeah, yes. So I have this like this. And if you take a look at what I have, if I put it on preview mode, you see we're taking shape gradually. And at the top here, what am I interested in? Maybe total, maybe summary, total issues submitted. I might just want to pick a number. Issues submitted to date. It could be issues submitted to date. But right on these reported cases, I can have two things there. Total reported cases, one, and maybe a chart that shows how they are divided across different categories, either venue, or you can do venue analysis, you can do damage analysis. Remember, all these things I'm talking about, they are coming from our apps, because here we see on this screen, whenever you're reporting a app, you select venue, and we have about 4 different type of venue, and we also have damages, about 4 different type of damages. So we can have damage analysis by damage type. Yes, I think this is where this comes in now. And right here, damage is about damage type, and I can right here insert another chart, and this chart here can look after total damages. This can just look at total damages. This can have total damages, and another one here which is going to look after a chart. Yes. Okay, so I have it here, and then here this will be a chart, and the fill I can use white on these guys, the shape white, and here I can use white. So I can put filter at the top here, awesome, and I can have another value here. So I'm creating spaces where I will place value at the end. That is exactly what I'm doing right here. I'm creating them down, and I can add some text here. Let's add some text, and this will be total damages reported. That is what I want to track there. Yeah, total damages reported. That's what I'm interested in. And damage types, damages by types. Yeah, that's what I'm interested in here as well. But this will be a chart, a bar chart, maybe an horizontal or vertical. We can use anyone. And right here I have for damages, I can change the background. Don't forget, I need to change the color for this guy. So I can come back here, shape fill, and select a different color entirely. For this guy I can select this color, and shape select the same color, which is this line color. And this I can make this bold. I can select the color, the background color here. Okay, it's not bold, so leave it as either black so that I can pop up. Yes, so I have this, and right here this is also huge. This is not reported damages. I can say venue analysis. Yeah, this is venue analysis, and we're interested in changes per venue. So I can duplicate this and bring this here, and this guy will look after. I can also copy this, say damages by venue. Yeah, damages by venue, and I can also have venue by type. I can have another one which should be venue by type. Good. I have this here, I have this here, exactly. And the background color I'm going to use there will be different. Okay, so let's see maintenance card, which I call maintenance 234. Let's use this 234 250 247. I'm gonna set this guy up. I need to go back to the color 234 234. Okay, I'm liking this 250 250 and 247 247. Okay, this is the color. Okay, I have this. Oh, this is cool. And the line color, I'm gonna select it as well. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Select for line color and select for full color. So okay, let me do that for this venue analysis then, so I can know that, oh, this is venue analysis. Right, this is fine. So this is damage by venue, and then let's have damage venue by type here. Cool. Damages by venue. Okay, damages by venue and type. I think that should be this. That should be this by venue and type. Then this should be damages by Vermeer alone. Okay, so we're going to have those counts here, and fix this can be fixed details, and under fixed details we can have different layouts, and some of that will be for inspection and for fix. So I can further divide this using cards. So I can I'm already doing this. So I need inspection. So I need to see maybe total buildings inspected by, let's do total inspected. Total inspected, total fixed, something like that. So because I need number for total inspected, I can use this. And I can duplicate total inspected, total fixed. This is total inspected, total fixed, and so let's have the text. Control D. It looks tiny, but this thing is big, believe, trust me, because of the background, the size we have selected. This should be total inspected. And it's going to turn out great. You've seen things like that, but you never knew it's this. So total inspected, and I duplicate by pressing Ctrl D, and this will be total fixed. Total fixed. Right. Since we have total inspected, total fixed, the next is, let's have the cost of fixing. So because there are costs to it as well, so we're also going to dimension the cost. And that then means I can just narrow this guy like this and duplicate, Ctrl D, and bring another one here. So cost analysis. So this can be cost analysis. Then I can duplicate this and bring it here and say cost analysis. And this cost analysis, we can have it by by different things. Let's bring the bit down. We can have a venue and by type. So cost analysis is going to see total cost. I'm going to see total costs. Let's try this. And this color, I'm going to also change this. But first, let's see total costs. I'm going to be this here. What is the total cost? Total fixed. Total cost of fixing. I'm going to reduce this. Could just add that. And these are the statistics that I'm interested in. I'm already fixing them out by thinking through, based on what I have in my data, what am I interested in? Okay, and obviously I can select these guys and move them a bit down, and this is pointing that I might end up bringing this layer. I might end up bringing this as a layer. Cost of fixing. Okay, let's reduce this a bit. You see what we have now. We have kind of reporting design. But let's see. I also want to make some changes. The background should actually be this and not what it is. It's too thick, so I can make the background. I can turn the background to this, and this guy can be that bold, that thick guy. And this guy should be white. Oops. If that is the case, then the guy inside should be the background color. I'm just more or less changing this background color. This is making sense now. And this guy as well, I can make is the background. All my background, keep them as white so that they are cool. All the background, I'm going to keep them as white. All the background, keep them as white. And the guy inside, I can actually apply other colors. So this guy, I can use this nature of blue this blue fence. Yeah, nothing. Okay, the same thing here, this blue fence. Okay, I can also apply line color to these guys. Same blue, that fence. Line color here, same blue, that fence. Oops, I think this is the blue, that fence here. All right. So I'm having white background, and these guys are neat. Are they fair? Yeah, I can also apply. Yeah, I need to also apply that same thing. Yeah. And one more thing is to apply background shadow to this guy. So start creating some depth. So if I apply shadow of this nature, start creating some depth. And yep, again here, shadow of this nature. The same thing here, shadow of this nature, and the same thing there, shadow of this nature. So already having something that really looks beautiful, which you're going to like. Yeah, I believe you're going to like this. Report damages, venue analysis, fixed details, and yeah, cost. The other one should be cost. Yeah, cost of fixing. So it should be cost of fixing. This should be cost of fixing. So let's just update cost of fixing. And for cost of fixing, I also have another color here. I might go back to this thick color, and this here I'm going to paste another chart here, D, which could be a chart, yeah, a bar chart. And for this, I'm going to have yep another one here, but this will be a chart, and that's why it's long. And just by doing this, I have set the layout of my report. So I'm going to have my filter up here. My filter will then be up, really up there. If I need icon, you can bring in icon here. But I don't have icon now. Let's take a look at this again. Something I noticed is the size. The font size is not the same. This is 32. I see right there is 40. I can make all of them 32. And back here 32. Same thing here, 32. Okay, bring them closer. Alright, so with what I have, let me apply shadow on this guy as well. Shadow to create some depth. Okay, am I done? What else can we do? Based on what we have now, let us export this and test first so that you can see how it looks like. Okay, I'm going to save. I can save. I'm just going to go here and save as, and select my desktop. That's where I want to save it. Make sure you select PNG file, and I'm going to say low code Power BI layout. Then click on save. Just this one. I'm putting on my Power BI so that I can see how everything integrates to Power BI and how we can apply it later. But first, I have exported this, and I'm going to close this and go back to my desktop. You see local Power BI is there. If I open it up, this is how it looks like. This is the background. We have designed it. You just to start placing the chart and graph on this. And if I over on it, I'm going to see that this guy is 142 kilobytes, which is fair. So if I go back to Power BI right here, and by my right hand side, I go to format your page, you will see page information. That's not what we're interested in. You see canvas settings. It is 16 by 9. I'm going to change it to custom, and here for height I'm going to say 1920, and for width is going to be 1080 because that's the mobile experience again. And come back to canvas, to wallpaper. You can see canvas background, you can see wallpaper. So either you choose any of it. If you choose wallpaper, I've actually used canvas background because it just makes everything fit in. I click here to select. On my desktop, I'm going to see local Power BI. I select it, and it's 100% transparent. That's why I can't see anything. I'm going to reduce it. Now that I've resumed, everywhere is occupied. It doesn't even make any sense like this. So I'm going to click on normal and click on fit. Right there, this is the size of the page and this is the size of my report. Everything is fitting into this page. Everything is there right now. So if you start building, in the next video we'll then connect our data source, which is Dataverse, to this, and we'll start placing the value where they should be. As you can see, we have the spaces for them now. We just to place them where they should be. And if there's any changes we need to make, we'll definitely go back here. So in the live session, you might see me modifying some of these things, but since we have walked through this, you can always go back and do your own modification, and feel free to play with the colors and do something much more better than this. All right, thank you and see you in the next video.